What is going on, Brotherhood? Welcome to a brand new video. Today we are going to be doing my Royal Rumble predictions, of course with WWE figures. The Rumble's tonight. I'm a bit late getting this out just because of the whole draft. MDT and I actually put a lot of time, whether you guys realize that or not. And of course, I've been reviewing all the figures that we did get yesterday in that amazing Ringside Collectibles unboxing. But I did want to still get predictions out because better late than never. So let's get right into it. So our first matchup is a 6-man tag team match, a cruiserweight match on the kickoff show. So we've got TJP, Jack Gallagher, and Drew Gulak versus all the masked guys, Kalisto, Gran Metalik, and Lince Dorado. This is the pre-show, so I'm going to go ahead and say that the faces are going to win. So Kalisto, Dorado, and Metalik. It seems like they've got something going with the three of them, which is great. Metalik was like the runner-up in the Cruiserweight Classic, so hopefully there's a little bit more for them there. I just really don't see the heels winning here. It doesn't really make much sense. To be honest, I don't really care, though, because it's a Cruiserweight 6-man match. It literally means nothing. I don't think a lot of people are going to care either. Probably going to be the first match that they have on the kickoff, so not a lot of people are going to watch it anyways, but I'm just going to go with the faces to win. Next up, we got a tag team match between Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, the Club, the Balor Club, taking on the Revival, who got absolutely buried on Raw, which is really a disappointment. But for this matchup, a lot of people are just saying that the Revival is going to win because they're going to do 50-50 booking, but they did just get buried, so I'm actually going to go with the Club. It seems like WWE is really high on this whole Balor Club thing. Finn could even win the Royal Rumble, but for this matchup, I've got to go with Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Both teams really do need this win, but for me, it's got to go to Gallows and Anderson. Up next, we've got a U.S. Championship Open Challenge. Bobby Roode defending against a, well, it's an Open Challenge. Who's it going to be? My guess is probably Jinder Mahal. Some people are saying it's going to be Ziggler, but I think if anything, he'll return during the Royal Rumble match. So it's probably going to be either someone like Jinder Mahal or Mojo Rawley, but it's pretty obvious. Bobby Roode just recently won the title, so I'm going to go with Bobby Roode to retain the United States Championship. Up next, we've got the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. 2 out of 3 falls. The Usos defending against Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. And as you can see, I definitely do see Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable taking the titles and becoming the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. One of the Usos recently got a DUI, so I'm guessing one of them are going to get a little bit of a punishment for that, even though they shouldn't really, but anyways, I definitely do see them picking up the win. They've also almost turned heel, question mark. I think they're heels now. I don't know, it just seems like it's finally time for them to capture the titles. I don't see anybody else credible enough to defeat the Usos at this point. So my prediction for this matchup will be Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable to become the new Tag Team Champions. Up next, we've got the Raw Tag Team Championship match between Sheamus and Cesaro, The Bar, and they are taking on the defending champions Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan. As you can see, I fully do expect yet again another title change. The Bar should be the ones to capture the Raw Tag Team Championships here tonight. Just like Rollins and Jordan is really not working for me, and I feel like they've kind of teased it. I think there's going to be some sort of a miscommunication, and then probably Seth Rollins will take the pin, Jordan will get mad, Jordan will turn heel, something like that. And then I hope that this is leading to Seth Rollins versus Kurt Angle at WrestleMania, just because I really don't want to see Jason Jordan versus Seth Rollins. That'd be such a better match. But I think the Bar should capture it. I don't know how much longer they plan on running with this whole Bar thing, but I think it's working for now, so I'm going to say that the Bar wins the Raw Tag Team Championships tonight. Up next, we've got a 2-on-1 handicap match for the WWE Championship. Will Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn become co-WWE champions, or Cammy as AJ calls them, which is absolutely stupid. But for this matchup, I've got AJ Styles retaining. There's no way they're going to have co-WWE champions, and I just don't see one of them leading into WrestleMania as champion. Maybe they'll start creating some tension right here, and maybe we'll get a Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn match at WrestleMania. That'd be very awesome, but I definitely see AJ Styles retaining the WWE Championship here tonight. Up next, we got the Universal Championship Triple Threat match. We got Brock Lesnar defending the title against the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman, and the Big Red Machine Kane. This matchup, I think, is probably the most obvious matchup on the card. Brock Lesnar is obviously going to retain the Universal Championship. They've been building up all year for Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania for the title. There's just no way he's going to be dropping it. They're going with Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar 100% at this point. So who's going to win this match? Obviously Brock Lesnar. If anyone were to take it, it'd be Braun Strowman. There's no chance in hell Kane is going to be Universal Champion in 2018. But yeah, I've got to go with Brock Lesnar to retain the Universal Championship tonight. Up next, we've got the first ever 30-women Royal Rumble match. Pretty interesting. I think this match is pretty obvious. It's either going one of two ways. Asuka's going to win, or Ronda Rousey is going to debut and win. I think they're going to go with Ronda just because they went with Asuka on Raw last week. They made it pretty obvious. So I think Ronda is who's going to be winning this matchup, starting up a feud with Charlotte. That would be amazing. Ronda was also asked in an interview whether or not she'd be there, and she said she was out of the country filming a movie. That's also similar to what the Hardy Boys said whenever the night before they debuted at WrestleMania. They said they'd be out of the country, but they obviously did debut, so I've got to think Ronda Rousey is coming. So Ronda Rousey winning the Royal Rumble, going on to face Charlotte, is what my prediction will be for this matchup. And finally, our main event, hopefully, actually they might put the Universal title match on last, but the main event, the match I'm looking forward to the most, and I imagine most people are, is the men's Royal Rumble match. Who's going to win? I've narrowed it down to 2 people. There's probably like 6 or 7 possibilities, but I think it's either going to be Roman Reigns or Shinsuke Nakamura. Roman Reigns, obviously, he's going to be fighting Brock Lesnar. Will they really do that, though? It does really scare me that he did just drop the championship not too long ago, or actually just on Raw to The Miz, so that seems a bit odd that he would just drop the IC title right before the Rumble. Why wouldn't they wait? But you gotta think he'll be absolutely booed out of the building at the Royal Rumble. So I think they're gonna go with Nakamura. Roman's probably gonna win the Elimination Chamber. So Shinsuke Nakamura to win the Royal Rumble and go on to face AJ Styles on SmackDown Live for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. So that is my prediction. Let me know down below what your predictions are for tonight's show. Like this video if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're new. Comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.